Hello, my name is Jasmine, and today I'm going to talk to you about blood draws. Children often kick, patients panic, and veins tend to collapse. The difficulties of blood draws, also known as venipunctures, are simply a part of everyday drills for most phlebotomists, even the most experienced phlebotomists. I myself am an experienced medical assistant, and I too, every day, have difficulties with performing a routine blood draw. I want to inform you about the reasons a blood draw is performed along with the complications associated with the blood draw. I will also explain step by step how to perform a successful blood draw. Blood draws are one of the most widely used medical tests performed today. There are 5 reasons why a blood draw is performed. The first of these reasons performs mainly to females. A blood draw is typically performed on a female before any other treatment takes place. This is just to validate the possibility of pregnancy. Most tests such as x-rays and everything else can't be performed if a woman is pregnant. The second of these reasons why a blood draw is typically performed is to prove or disprove the presence of diseases. A blood draw can validate the presence of diseases such as HIV, diabetes, and cancer, just to name a few. The early detection of these diseases is only possible by performing blood tests. The sooner these diseases are detected, the sooner an effective treatment plan can be implemented that could possibly cure these diseases for good. The third of these reasons a blood draw may be ordered is due to marriage. You may be thinking, why marriage? Well, most states require a blood draw to be taken from a couple before they are married. This is done to check for immunizations, the elimination and possibility of sexually transmitted diseases. This informs the couple in future decisions that they may have to make. The fourth reason is to test for the common blood issue known as anemia. Anemia is a condition that is known as low iron in the blood. Lastly, a blood draw can be done just as a physical routine. The blood is drawn from you as a helpful tool to your doctor at his or her disposal. The last reason may not seem like much, but if a doctor has your results and something dramatically changes in your health, the blood that the doctor had previously taken from you may, from then and now, even though the reasons for the blood draw may not seem substantial to you, they may help with figure out future complications of what has happened from then till now. The main complications of everyday blood draws are the types of patients you may encounter. You may have 5 to 6 categories of patients who present challenges depending on which medical setting you work in. The biggest concern you may face is not being aware of who's going to walk in the door for treatment. Patients in critical care are the most common patients who pose difficulty for blood draws. This is because they are subject to more frequent laboratory testing, which means they may have some veins that are already in use. The elderly also present challenges for the most experienced phlebotomists. The elderly often experience dehydration, loss of vein patency, and low blood pressure. This makes it very hard to locate a vein. Oncology patients, otherwise known as cancer patients, often pose a possibility and difficulty with blood draws because of the effect of chemotherapy on the body. Chemotherapy riddles the veins and makes them very difficult to find. Chemotherapy can sometimes make veins sclerosed, which means hardened, and can diminish the size and elasticity of their veins. Neonates often present the same issues as oncology patients. Neonates are babies, if you aren't familiar with that. With the added feature of being unable to communicate is another issue. Performing blood draws on neonates requires a phlebotomist or a medical assistant that has not only a gentle touch, but very steady hands and an assistant to make sure that the baby isn't moving. bariatric patients or obese patients make up a significant